What is going on, guys? I hope you're having an awesome day today. My name is Steve. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to, is this the most dangerous path in Britain? The other day I did a reaction to a video about British footpaths, and I really enjoyed that video, and someone in the comment section of that video recommended that I check out this particular video. As soon as I saw the title, I knew I would find this particular video very interesting. I really enjoyed that video about British footpaths, and so I believe this is basically a very dangerous version of one of those British footpaths. You know, I know that British footpaths crisscross all across the UK, and based off the comments section of that previous video, a lot of you guys in the UK definitely take advantage of those footpaths, and you spend a lot of time hiking and trail walking and whatnot. And I definitely don't blame you for that. If I had access to those footpaths, I would be spending a lot of time doing that as well. You know, I'm definitely the type of person that enjoys hiking. I enjoy exploring new trails and whatnot. And so when I saw this, I became very curious about, why is this particular path so dangerous? You know, what is on this path that makes it dangerous? And I'm really curious about what part of the UK, you know, this path is on. But anyways, guys, don't know what to expect here, but I think this will be very interesting. So let's just go ahead and dive in and check out, is this the most dangerous path in Britain?
Well, it's a lovely day for a walk to the most dangerous path in Britain. Now, this path is legendary here in Essex, and actually, indeed, around some parts of the world as well.
What are we looking at here, guys? I think this is the path he's talking about. What is all this brown stuff? Is this sand? I'm not sure. And does this path disappear during high tide or something? Is that what we're basically talking about here? Let me know in the comment section, guys.
You have to have your wits about you, you have to have a lot of local knowledge, and you certainly have to know your tide times. I'm in Great Wakering at the moment. You can see a sign for a public footpath that's down there. We're not heading down there, we're heading this way. And you see all the barbed wire. I believe beyond there is a live shooting range. This is also home to the Ministry of Defence in Shrewsbury-in-Ess. And it's actually a really lovely village. And
yeah,
the walk down
it is nice.
Should be rather pleasant, hopefully. It's around about just over a mile to get down to the Broomway, but some beautiful countryside we're walking through. It's really nice.
Yeah, it does look like a really nice day to go for a walk. Beautiful sky,
so to get to
clouds.
the Broomway, we actually have to walk through the Ministry of Defence. A little bit nervous. The road is sometimes closed. I know it went for a period of only opening at the weekend, so fingers crossed I haven't come all this way for the road to be closed. You can see the sign there, danger, firing range, no entry.
Wait, so this is a military installation and you guys are actually able to walk through it sometimes? Wow, okay. Obviously not at all times, but that's kind of surprising that you can anytime, you know. Having civilians walk through a shooting range is that's interesting. Okay.
Entry. Here we go.
Hold on. What does that say? Hold on. Landwick Gate entrance. Managed by Queen. Okay. Ministry of Defense. What? That's wild, man. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Don't know why, but I feel like I need to whisper. I feel like I need to have my passport on me. Well, I have got some ID. Actually, no, I haven't, have I?
Okay, it doesn't seem like you're actually going into... Well, are you? Actually, maybe you are. I thought maybe... Well, hold on.
So good news.
No kidding.
The road is open.
That's
All
wild.
ID signs are going to come down.
So this is a firing range.
This is a right of way for walkers.
It is. What? That's crazy, man. I'd love to learn more about this too, guys. So if you have any videos to share with me about, you know, how you guys can actually, how civilians can actually go into military installations at certain times or whatever, please let me know in the comments section. I'd love to see videos like that. This site is a mod prohibited place under the Official Secrets Act. No unauthorized access to the range at any time. Photographing firearms are prohibited under the, okay, do not leave the, okay, so basically they give you access on this right of way, but that's it. And obviously you can only do it at certain times, but still, that's wild, man. I would have never guessed that you could actually do that.
Site is MOD prohibited under the Official Secrets Act. Do not leave the public right of way, which means I have to stay.
Do not leave the public right of way. Or
pretty much on this road. I don't think the batteries are used anymore, but the fact I'm walking through potentially a live firing range is kind of scary. I say potentially, they're not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, the walk is a mile up this way. It's actually a very peaceful walk. So hopefully I've timed it right with the tides. I know that low tide today is 1:30, and literally it's just gone 1:30 now. You need to know the tide times because the path is very dangerous. In fact, you can't really see the path apart from on Google Maps. You can see it there, but
the Broomway. So I'm wondering now, so is he walking from this way, or is he coming through this way, and maybe over here is the firing range that he's walking through?
To physically look, obviously the path used to be marked out by broom handles that were stuck into the mud flats, and after time they got washed away. They kind of never got replaced. So remember to keep on the path, even though that looks like a road. Well, it doesn't even look like a road actually. I can imagine stepping foot down there and getting into trouble.
Yeah,
really
probably.
Lovely countryside. So you might ask the question, why didn't you just drive down? Because to be honest, I didn't know whether I could, and I thought walking was a much better option rather than getting all the way down here and realizing you can't park anywhere.
So it sounds like he hadn't actually done this path before. Ben's Way leading to OP.
We're getting closer. Oh God, just through there I can see old firing ranges. So that's a good reason why I didn't bring the car down here, because there literally is nowhere to park, and you're not allowed to park anywhere around here. Wakering stairs. There's the sign. As we continue just up that way, there's another security checkpoint there.
Warning, razor wire, keep clear. That's wild, man.
Range just over there.
That's crazy.
Right in the middle is Wakering stairs towards the Broomway. The barrier's open. Thankfully, I'd have been gutted if I'd got all this way and it was closed.
Yeah,
sometimes throughout the year they do close it. And we'll see why this is the most dangerous path in Britain.
Give way. Oh,
a train?
Train.
Wow, there's some old train tracks coming through here. Look at that. Wow, look at that. So overgrown. The train tracks to nowhere.
I love stuff like that, man. You sit there and you think about all the people that come down through those train tracks and whatnot. It's just, I love seeing old buildings, old train tracks, just old pathways and stuff like that. It's just very interesting to think about the history behind those places.
It sounds silly, but I thought there'd be more people around. I don't know why. Not that it's a tourist location. I thought there'd be a few more walkers. In fact, I haven't seen anybody whatsoever. Whew.
Oh man, it sounds so peaceful, man. So quiet. Is that the ocean? Or is that a jet?
Almost looks like it's an airfield. Look at that.
Where is the actual runways, if that's an airfield?
Do you really feel like you shouldn't be here?
Yeah, I can imagine.
With all the danger signs. I'm actually a bit nervous.
Public notice. Okay, hold on. Members of the public are advised that certain activities are prohibited at... You must comply with the following instructions. Stay on the public right away. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, is that the ocean?
Look at this.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it the path that he's talking about?
This is amazing.
Wow, dude.
Wakering Stairs. This is where we're on right now. And walking down to the Broomway, you can get guided walks across the Broomway at different times of the year. It's not advised to walk this on your own because, as you can see out there, there's mud flats, there's sinking sand. You just don't want to risk it.
So wait, so all of this at high tide is covered? They actually, I'm not sure if that's what he's saying here, but it kind of looks like it is. It kind of looks like the tide comes up along this ridge here and behind where he is right now, and all this sidewalk would be covered. I don't know for sure. I mean, there's a lot of green here. I don't know, is that algae or is that grass? I guess we'll find out, but if, I don't know. It looks like algae, actually.
And when the tide comes in, it comes in fast.
Oh
My God, I'm going to step foot on it. I think this is why this pathway is so notorious. You can get disorientated, mist can come in quite quickly, and the tide can actually come around you really fast.
Oh.
So that's why it's super dangerous. So on a day like today, you think to yourself, yeah, that'll be fine. I personally would not want to venture any more than where I'm going right now. I've always wanted to come here, and I didn't know how I'd feel when I arrived. It's so eerie. I think because of the sad fact that so many people throughout history have actually lost their lives. And obviously now people wouldn't even think to use this path. There's roads, and there's a road also and a bridge onto the island now. But back a long time ago, you know, you'd come through here with your horses, and you may have a drink over on the island and then come back to Wakering. And it's the most surreal experience though, because it's so big and flat. Your eyes play tricks on you, and what's happened in the past is people have been caught out by the lights of...
Dude, that is so crazy. That tide, at low tide, is so far out. That's amazing.
what they think is Southend and is actually Kent. And you could be walking out here and you can get disorientated and you'll think you'll be walking towards the shoreline when in actual fact you could be walking out into further dangers.
Oh man, that's, yeah, I kind of get what he's saying there.
I'm not on my own, there's someone over there. Thankfully, because I'm feeling really weird about being here on my own, I can see someone else there. 66 of those who passed away are buried in the Little Foulness churchyard, but the rest of the bodies were never found.
What?
The majority of deaths over its 600-year history are thought to have come from people being over-optimistic in their abilities for the 3-hour walk it takes to get to Foulness Island.
Wait, this is a 3-hour walk? And basically you can only walk this obviously when it's low tide. And so once the tide comes in, if you're in the middle of this 3-hour walk, you're going to be surrounded. You can't turn back, you can't go forward, and basically then the tide just swallows you up. Yikes, man. That is horrifying. Okay, yeah, that seems dangerous. I didn't exactly know what he was getting at with this, but okay.
So originally this was the only way to access Foulness Island back in the past, and people on horses and carts came across here. And the reason why this is so dangerous as well is because you can see behind me the marshland, you've also got sinking sand out there, and also a lot of mud that you can get stuck in. So you can walk the Broomway if you want. It takes around about 3 hours to go over there. Obviously I suggest you go with a guide. Don't try to attempt it on your own, just like I haven't. Just to get a bit of perspective, I'm here at low tide, so you can imagine how quickly the water comes in. If you've been to Southend, which you can actually probably see in the distance behind me, it is like being on another planet.
It is.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see what Southend is like, do click that video here. Or maybe if you want to get spooked out a little bit more, why not check out my talk with Jack the Ripper. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys, that was really interesting. At first, I was like, I don't know why this would be considered the most dangerous path in Britain, but looking at that, I can see why. I mean, I didn't know what he was getting at, but basically you're walking to an island and then it's 3 hours long. And so there's a pretty good chance you could get caught out, you know, when the tide comes in, if you're not careful about it, you didn't go at the right time. And then there's obviously the very soft sand, almost probably like quicksand in a way. And yeah, it totally makes sense. People get caught out in the middle thinking they're going at the right time or whatever. Yikes. Has anyone watching this ever walked this path the full way? What did you think about it? Definitely seems like a very interesting walk. If you know, especially as you got an hour or two into it and you realize, okay, I'm in the middle between both ends that I need to be at. So that would be a very eerie feeling, probably. I think I would like to do this. I think it would just be interesting. But I must say, I think I agree with him that it would be a very eerie feeling, because not just because of this situation, but because of the firing range and just probably not really seeing anyone. So I think if I was going to do it, I would absolutely want a guide with me. But definitely something I'd love to see someone walk this. I might want to find a video about, you know, seeing someone actually walking the whole thing, or at least part of it, to kind of get a feel for what it looks like when you're like halfway through or whatever. And kind of see people, like, you know, seeing what the sand consistency is, you know, throughout the trail itself, if you want to call it a trail. But yeah, guys, I thought this was really interesting. And please let me know if you've walked this, and if you have any videos that are something similar to this, please feel free to leave them in the comments. But thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Until next time, peace.